Welcome to the Q3 high value home update for properties in Cheshire and the surrounding areas. It's been a really interesting quarter. Through Q2, it's been a really strong market. We had interest rates increase in March, and then, of course, April and May were really busy times. So June was also a really busy time, although the increase of interest rates has definitely had an impact on the market.
So just as we thought things were working out, there was a wave of negativity from the city on the back of inflation figures, and we had our 14th interest rate rise in a row to 5.25%. Now, that for most people will know that's historically just the normal, I suppose. But actually, from an affordability perspective, a home is typically 9 times.
Well, at the moment, yeah, exactly. It's running at 9 times at the moment, which of course is impacting hugely. And if we look back to 92, it was only about 6 times. So there are more elements in play. Over the quarter, we've known that well-marketed homes that are competitively priced really do still sell at the correct price and quickly.
Just when we thought we'd reached a kind of relative parity between buyers and sellers, there was a wave of negativity on the back of poor inflation figures, and the city increased for the 14th time in a row to 5.25% interest rates.
Which has seemed incredibly high, but of course, if we look back over decades, it's actually not as high as people are feeling. Exactly.
Now, all that said, we actually had our best ever sales month in July in terms of completion, so that was fantastic. And it does now look as if there are some green shoots, the typical holiday period where people are quiet, there are certainly far less buyers out there, and there are far less viewers out in the market. And we're going to come back to our typically strong time of year for September, October.
Yeah, autumn is always a really strong time, and so yes, I think it's probably about preparing for those months and making the most of those months. But we're not seeing the prices reduce significantly, are we?
No, I think it's just a case of people will probably ultimately settle somewhere between 0 and 5% less than they might last year. But it also might take a little bit longer to find that perfect buyer.
But also look at the prices of houses that have sold just after pandemic. There's a real surge of equity in those homes.
Still a lot of cash out there.
Loads.
And people are still after well-marketed homes, homes with wow features, homes with views, river views.
High-spec homes. So there are elements, and we're finding that, aren't we, from our VIP buyers. There's a real demand for unique homes.
So predictions for the remainder of the year, I'm expecting interest rates will rise again, probably a couple of extra times. I don't expect they'll reach 6%. I think they may peak at 5.75%.
Really?
It looks very much as if the stock market has factored in some of this rise, and we've already seen some of the major high street lenders reducing their rates, mortgage rates down, so hopefully that's factored in.
It's likely to continue.
Yeah, and I think from Q2, probably 2024, I think we'd expect that interest rates will start to come down a touch from that period, and hopefully a relative period of stability from then onwards.
So the positive signs are that in July, we saw the mortgage approval rate and the remortgage approval rate actually go up for the first time since 2018. So really positive news.
So the market's changing almost on a weekly basis at the moment, isn't it? And I think we're traditionally going to come into that period, September, October, where people are thinking about moving in time for Christmas. What's your advice?
Well, I think if you're on the market at the moment, make sure your marketing is as good as it possibly can be. Make sure the price point is correct. We are seeing that homeowners and also estate agents are dropping prices significantly. This actually isn't having a huge impact. So my advice is make sure your price point is correct and be patient if you can be. And I think if you're not yet on the market, but you're thinking about coming to the market, be prepared. So as we're in the summer months, it's ideal for photos and for preparing marketing. But of course, autumn is ideal are coming to the market. And of course, what you can do is get your marketing ready so that when you're absolutely ready to go, it can happen really quite quickly. So please do reach out to John or I if we can help with any part of your home move. We would absolutely love to. Our number's 01244 313 900. Thanks so much for watching.